Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax. Let us talk all about it before you log off.
Oh, I think we're starting. Yep, we're starting. We're starting now. What's up, everybody?
Yep.
I am Sir Aaron Carter. You're listening to Before You Log Off. I'm here with the internationally known Stephen Gutierrez.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
And the always quiet but always present intern Beth. How you doing, intern Beth?
Sure, I'm doing good.
That's terrible. She would not sound like that, sir. She would definitely not sound
Does that
like
make
that.
her less beautiful?
If she did, and yes, because she sounds like you.
The perfect woman, and then all of a sudden, just because of her perfect voice,
because she sounds like you. Because
That's
she
terrible.
sounds like you.
Wow. Well, I hope
Definitely.
the next love of your life
definitely
sounds exactly like me, Aaron.
No, definitely.
I hope that's what happens.
If I met her and she walks up to my face,
the perfect woman,
and I'm like, oh my gosh, bam, wow, look at this woman. This is like my dreams come to life. And she opened her mouth and sound like you, I would walk by without even looking at her
Aaron,
twice.
how's it going?
No,
Time to go on a first date.
Couldn't do it.
Woo!
Couldn't do it. Couldn't
No?
do it whatsoever. No.
No, wow, that's terrible.
I was like, no, you sound like a friend of mine named Steven. Sorry.
Wow, it's terrible.
Sorry. Can't do it.
Sounds great.
Can't do
Sounds beautiful.
Anyway, tons of stuff happening this week. It was very, very strenuous for me trying to keep up with all the information that was happening, one, and two, working at a job that I don't particularly care for. So this podcast, which is just me and Steven today, is going to do its job of definitely relieving a lot of that weekly stress, everybody. A lot of that weekly stress.
Yeah.
Or it might actually increase it, because some of the news stories that we have that we're going to be talking about is ridiculous. We got a lot of things all the way from Amazon changing the world with their new products to Microsoft putting their foot on the back of your necks with some of their products and the pricing of theirs. But we'll get all into that stuff. Yes, exactly. We'll get all into that stuff. But you know what I keep doing? And I never actually really do this. I keep forgetting the people that are the backbone of this podcast. The chat room is here chiming off. And if you, listener at home, haven't joined a live stream, don't forget every Fridays at around 7:30ish, the technical difficulties. You can check us out on twitch.tv/beforeyoulogoff. So that's a thing. That's a thing. But the chat will be there. They chime in because we got a lot of things that I'm pretty sure they want to chime in. So first of all, how was your day, Stephen?
You know what? It actually wasn't that bad. I went to work.
Wow. Really?
And
that's a stretch.
Kind of just threw on the headphones and went about my business. Didn't have anything to deal with. Like, the boss didn't bug me, nothing like that. Kind of went smooth. And then came home, took a small nap. And now I'm ready to entertain.
Wow,
I'm ready to entertain. Let's do this.
All right, let's get right into it then, everybody. The first story we're going to talk about is Amazon coming out, shooting guns at every single video game developer in the world. Not developers, just the video game companies. Nintendo. We're talking about
the
PlayStation, the industry.
They're shooting at the industry.
They said, our boss is Jeff Bezos. He is the richest man on the planet. Everybody, there's no way that this thing that all these eyes are on called video games is going to get away with not having us in the fight, people. So Amazon said, this is what we got for you. The Amazon Luna, which just sounds like a dog's name to me. Like,
yeah, it sounds like my familiar in Mystery at Salem Academy.
Exactly.
That's what it sounds like.
So Amazon's Luna, if you haven't know, is going to be a streaming service where think Netflix meets video games.
I still think that's what you're hoping for.
No,
I don't think that's what they're giving you.
It's kind of okay. So here's the basic setup, everybody. It's $5.99 a month for the Amazon Luna Prime. I think is what it's called. Let me pull this up real quick.
we can just call it Prime because that's probably what it's going to change into, considering it's Amazon.
Yeah, and I see where you're going for there.
Prime Gaming, Prime Now, Prime on the go.
Yeah, I mean,
I think some people even changed their last names to Prime.
That's
that
terrible.
work for the company.
So
it's kind of a thing.
One of the things that they kind of touted is when they launch, they're going to have, I think, 100 plus games for you to go through. They're going to have, well, what one commentator online has said, less than Game Pass, but more than Stadia. So, and it's kind of their direct competitors as of right now. I mean, Stadia and what's the one for the Xbox? The streaming one for the Xbox? You remember that name? No, you don't.
I'm sorry?
There's a streaming thing. They just announced it. We just talked about it. It's like a cloud. It's like xCloud or something like that. I can't remember.
I thought it was just Game Pass Ultimate.
No, there's something.
It wasn't Game Pass?
It's something else. I can't remember. If you know it in chat,
like,
let us know.
Is it like Xbox Anywhere or some shit?
It's something similar to that. I can't remember what it was.
I thought it was just all Game Pass, but
it might be. But I thought they had xCloud. Thank you, JLap in chat. So xCloud is the streaming thing. So you can play it on your Android devices. You can play it on. Oh, actually, I don't think you can play it on your iPhone.
Wait, so xCloud is a service that you can use to play games on any device?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you not know this?
No, I'm just, why do you need another program when you can just integrate Game Pass into everything? This is Microsoft. It sounds like you're just adding extra software that people don't need.
Well,
just rope it all together.
So Squiggles in chat, he has it. He said it's just Game Pass. He said Game Pass is what you use to play the games on your phone. He has it, and I remember he showed me some screenshots, and the games don't look bad on your phone and stuff like that. So this Luna is basically the same thing, but whereas in Game Pass you're paying what, like maybe
apparently $15
about
right
15
now,
yeah,
and then 30
when Xbox Series X,
X
when that comes out, it'll get a little price hike or whatever, of course.
Or it's 35. It's $35.
So this thing at the base price, Amazon Luna, $5.99. But what that's going to get you is access to the Amazon kind of library of games. So they're going to also have other things like what they call channels, which are specific to maybe a developer. So like the one that they show right off the bat is Ubisoft. They're like one of the first ones. So $5.99 for the basic Amazon channel. Ubisoft channel comes up and they're like, hey, you want this one? This is what you can get on the Ubisoft channel. Assassin's Creed. You can get what else is Ubisoft? Crap, I don't know what else is on Ubisoft. Why am I blanking on what games are from Ubisoft?
Rayman. Assassin's Creed.
What else? Good games, sir. Good games.
Is Rainbow Six Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Tom Clancy games?
Maybe. I don't know. But basically, you will have to pay an additional fee for that specific channel. So say Rockstar.
It really sounds bad when you used Ubisoft as the first.
Well, because that's what they came out with.
I don't need TV packages.
That's what you're getting.
I don't need that.
Basically what you're getting with this one. So they don't have any prices for any of the game or the other gaming channels. They just have their basic Luna Plus, which is the $5.99. They're going to come out with games like Resident Evil 7, Control, Metro Exodus is going to be one of the ones that are going to be on there. So these are pretty high graphic games that you're going to be streaming. They said you only need 10 megabits to play it at least 1080. And if you want 4K, you have to have 35 megabits. And I'm thinking,
is that upload?
I think that's down. Or download? I feel like it's not saying. I'm literally reading it. It says for 1080 gaming, Amazon recommends internet speeds of at least 10 megabits.
Well, I would assume you're downloading the files to stream it.
But there's no files for you to downloading. You're streaming it off of another computer.
No, for it to run. I'm saying like, because you need certain amount of memory or whatever to run it. So I think that's what that down is, right?
I have no idea. Like it's
because
not.
it still has to technically download the other information without it actually installing.
It's just streaming.
Just saying,
like
yeah, it's
like,
still. I still think that isn't the technical term still like download because you're downloading information.
Well,
it's not the typical.
I see what you mean by you're not.
You see what I mean?
Not gaming information, but the streaming.
But the streaming information, you're getting the streaming information.
I see what you mean. Yeah, it's probably download. Most likely is download. We're not experts on that. Definitely.
No, we are far from it.
Definitely not experts on that.
I mean, you know what this is just it's because right now you could get this shit because Ubisoft has a package that you can subscribe to. EA has a subscription thing. All it is putting it all together in one, basically Steam account. And then for you to access libraries, but you have to pay them separately, and it's something that will just run it. So, it's a digital console, but I don't know. I still feel like you're losing out on money because you're constantly paying more.
I think it depends on how many titles and how many different channels. So, like, check this out.
But you said literally in the past couple weeks that you play 2 games.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So
you're gonna pay because let's just. I don't know the numbers because I didn't really research this thing. This was all you. So if I remember correctly, you said that Luna was supposed to be $6 a month or something.
$5.99. Yes, $5.99. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say Ubisoft's package is $10, right, to get all Ubisoft's games a month, right? So you're gonna pay. That's already $16, right? And then you're like, no, you know what? I want EA to play FIFA. So now you're gonna pay another $10. You're paying $26. It's just gonna keep adding up because, I mean, I don't know how it works. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be month to month.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Another thing, or like you have to just buy it out for the year.
That's literally what I was gonna say. It's all dependent on how much they charge me for these different channels, quote unquote channels. So they want to make money, of course, and I'm not sure how it's going to work at all. But my best case scenario for me is if it's $5.99 for the base price, right? And each channel that comes on there is an extra $1.99. Because who are we talking to? We were talking. I think we were talking with Emma, and she was like, she couldn't see the other channels being more expensive than the base price of the system, right? Or the virtual system. So the max they can go is $5.99, and I understand that's still $10, right? That's still $12 you're paying, and then if you get another one, that's another $6. It's $18, and then there's another. Yeah, like you can get up to.
Why would a company like EA or Ubisoft sign up for something like this?
Because Jeff Bezos paid them a lot of money.
But you're undercutting your possible subscriptions.
Same thing.
Like whatever their subscriptions is right now for those services, like you would have to literally like calculate how much they make yearly based off of just those subscriptions to the amount of how much they're paying. I mean, I'm not saying Jeff Bezos can't afford it.
Well, yeah.
He could probably afford to just buy those companies outright and be done with it. Which would be a fucking baller move.
So JLab actually made a good point. He was like, there are subscriptions on Amazon that are more than the Amazon Prime per month. Like if you're paying more for that HBO that's on there or that Showtime that's on there. So it could be a possibility that they do something like that on there.
I think Amazon they do things to get you to use their software and their programs because they know that you'll come back. So, it's the taste of crack, Aaron. So they give you a taste of crack, and then you're addicted.
You're right. No, you're right on that. Because the other little taste of crack that they give you with this service is they promise that it's going to be day one games on these certain channels. So Ubisoft says they got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. It comes out whenever, November, December, whenever, right? If you have it on their package, you get it. You get to stream it day one. You don't have to wait. Not at all. Like this is what you're getting. So theoretically, if other game developers jump on board this Luna, and they put their games on there that you can get their stuff day one for maybe a cheaper price, because you're paying base $5.99. Okay. So if I just want the new Grand Theft Auto and Rockstar puts their thing on there, boom, I get their subscription package. If it's another $5.99, I'm paying $12 a month for the new Grand Theft Auto that just came out. I'm playing it with the same graphics as everybody else. I'm playing it, with
that depends
online
on your
features.
speed.
That also does, yes, it definitely depends on your. Well,
a lot of variables.
Yes, there's definitely variables. So, but I got the game. I can play it with my Xbox controller. I can play it with my PlayStation controller. Or you can buy, Amazon's new controller that's just basically an Xbox controller.
There might be a lawsuit. How similar these?
I mean, where it changes is instead of the X button. No, actually, that's the same spot. Yeah, no,
brother, that's the same.
Yeah, it's the exact same spot.
Basically, the Switch Pro controller and Xbox controller fused together. So that's what I'm looking at here on the feed here.
For you streamers out there, if you're gonna stream with this thing, you're like, how do I do it? Well, they thought of that already. There's Twitch integration inside of it. Prime Video isn't the only online media empire run by Amazon, of course. They also have Twitch, the number one streaming video game website that fans around the globe consistently pack to. I mean, you're watching it right now. I mean,
literally watching it right now.
Literally watching it right now.
You sheep in the chat room.
So Amazon is targeting the 4K resolution is 60 frames per second. But it'll also support lower resolutions if, of course, you don't have all that type of stuff. But they're making kind of like a integrated Twitch feature to where you can just take your games from right then to just go into streaming instantly online. I'm interested to see how that is, because there's a lot of exactly, and there's a lot of extra things that are on, like we use Twitch. You're watching this on Twitch right now. And I use an extra program. I use OBS. I have extra little things, bells and whistles on there. Also,
we have a tomato.
Yeah, we got the tomato thing out there. Also, shout out to Squiggles for making the overlay and everything like that. Like, how can I do all that stuff with the actual, the Amazon Luna? Can I do that stuff? Can I merge all those things together? Or am I getting like a generic, like the PlayStation? Do you ever remember how the streaming on PlayStation was?
Oof,
it just kind of put you in a little box in the corner, had your chat on the side. That's kind of how it did. So, like, is that the way that it? I don't know. So there's some interesting things there. I think it's something to look out for. I don't know if it's anything that's going to be the future, quote unquote, but it kind of looks like it's going that way.
It's the future that you wanted, right?
It's kind of going that way, man. I mean, look how TV's gone. You buy packets now. Man. I don't have cable anymore. I got HBO Max. I got ESPN.
Do you think let's just say that $30 for your two games you play will be worth it a month?
It depends on what these games are. What titles am I getting out the gate? That's the thing. Because I think Game Pass is worth it, right?
I don't know, man. I don't know what two games you're going to be playing.
I don't know.
When this stuff launches.
I don't know.
But,
that's just the thing.
But let's just say that they're on two opposite developer sites or channels.
I see what you mean, and I have to buy both of them type of situation.
And then you're just going to keep paying $30 a month every month.
Here's the thing. You already know one thing. Amazon's going to probably give you some type of Amazon Prime gifts things where it's like, hey, get 3 months of Ubisoft for free or something like that.
And they might, because Amazon does do some stuff like that.
They do that all the time. Hey,
I got this crack for you. You want to
exactly.
This one's free.
I've got Amazon skins for video games. I've got Amazon.
I just got a Bakasura skin for Smite.
Exactly. They know how to hook you on with Amazon stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, I already paid $120 for the year, so pay me. Give me stuff. Give me money.
This was all about like Amazon's whatever they had their little conference or a little showcase or something like that, where they showed the different technologies that they're bringing out. New stuff for Ring, new stuff for the Echo. There's like the 4th generation and stuff like that. Just more things to spy on you, basically, while you're at home eating your Pop-Tarts or something like that. Like, it's it's definitely, they're trying to integrate, Amazon is trying to integrate themselves into your everyday life.
Which, nah, bro, you need to back up.
So you don't want that, you don't want the Amazon,
up.
you don't want that Amazon Ring camera that flies through your house?
Nope.
I'm telling you.
I don't want, there might have been a murder because ambulance is passing. Someone might pick that up. Amazon, I don't need them in my everyday life. Like, I don't want them, just deliver my packages, leave them on my porch, and go on about your business. I don't need you in my house.
But think about this one.
Infecting.
How will you know who's on your porch if you didn't have the Amazon Ring, Stephen? The camera that's on your door that tells you who's there.
I don't need to know. I don't need to know when the package is successfully dropped off. I don't. They already text me.
Yeah.
Whenever they do that.
Yeah.
You know what they need to be doing is making those damn Gundams like the Japanese.
We are.
Or is it Korea? I don't know who has a giant Gundam.
We're already 20 years behind in that race.
America is wasting their talents.
We lost. We've already lost
on the internet when they should be building mechs. God damn it.
We already lost. We already lost.
You see that video of the giant Gundam moving?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bending and stuff?
Yeah. He took a knee. He's gonna. I mean, black people are safe. He took a knee, so we're good. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Next one. We got to talk about this one because we're on the subject of companies buying up companies and everything like that as well. Microsoft buys Bethesda in a gigantic deal, everybody. We're talking about money that none of us have. So Microsoft, for $7.5 billion, acquired ZeniMax Media. Is a huge news. It's huge news across a way because it brings the studios of Bethesda, id, and Arcane into the Xbox family. Everybody.
I feel like that's not even all of them. Those are just the major.
The major ones, right? Yeah, just the ones that you're gonna know about.
It's fucking crazy.
So here's the thing. In special cases, I knew he was going to chime in because he's a big Fallout 4 fan. He said, as long as Fallout ain't going to be an exclusive, we'll get to that. We'll get to that, special cases.
Well, special cases, my question to you would be, what are you going to do about it?
Exactly. Because
do you have $10 billion to buy that company?
You know what he would do? He would go out and buy a system. He would go out and buy a system.
Or pay $30 a month for Luna, and hopefully maybe get a chance to play it.
So that's the other thing. So they came out, Microsoft already came out and said not everything will be exclusive to the Xbox. We will pick and choose what we decide to let the other systems have, which is smart because you know that means they got to go and deal with them. You know they got to go deal with them. That means you got to pay us.
Those are bargaining chips.
Exactly.
It's just like Minecraft, because if you want Minecraft on your system, you got to go through Microsoft.
Yeah.
You want that new dungeons, that Minecraft dungeons, you got to go through Microsoft. So Nintendo has to work with them to get it on their Switch. Sony has to work with them to get it on the PlayStation.
So here's the other thing, because we already know with Game Pass, anything that is first party, quote unquote, under the Xbox umbrella, you're getting day one on the Game Pass for whatever you pay, because it's not free technically. It's whatever they call it. You get it day one on the Xbox for the Game Pass. So now new Fallout comes out. Boom. You're getting it. You don't have to go and pick it up from the store. New Elder Scrolls, which everybody is going to be foaming at the mouth over. Boom, you're getting it. The new game that Bethesda's putting out, Starfield, the game, that's the one that I'm really excited for about this thing.
They haven't showed anything about that, right?
But the only thing that they have said is that it's being made exclusively for the next gen stuff. So it's not going to be one of those things where you get it for the last console and then you can upgrade later. So this is a game specifically designed for the next gen stuff, to utilize the technology and the hardware that I'm going to guess now the Xbox is putting out, because since they bought them up, they got to do that type of stuff, So, I mean, it just kind of bolsters up the thing of getting the Xbox Game Pass, over a lot of different things. They bought EA, or they got not bought EA, but they have now EA.
They have a partnership with EA.
They have a partnership with EA to have their stuff on the Game Pass. So you're getting all their game library. Now that they have id, and because this is also Doom as well, right? Because I think Doom is id.
Doom.
Yeah.
They just actually announced that I think Doom Eternal is going to be on Game Pass. I think within like the next couple of weeks or something.
Because they showed that
could
little.
Be now. I don't. Not 100%.
They had that little teaser or whatever where they showed it. Yeah, I remember we did that in the little group chat we had going on. Yeah, no, that's crazy. It's freaking crazy. It's like what company next? And I mean, I don't see PlayStation doing anything just yet to try to scoop up companies, because they have companies. I don't understand why they just don't have a Game Pass as, like, why wouldn't you? Like a Ratchet and Clank and all that type of stuff.
Those are like heavy hitters for them too. So if they haven't bought those companies, or like some of them might be parent companies, because I think Santa Monica Studios, Sony is a parent company of theirs. So like they specifically deal with them. But I like as for like Insomniac and all these other studios that make Naughty Dog, you know what I mean? Like, if you lost Naughty Dog, ooh.
So Insomniac Studios and Naughty Dogs, but like if they had a Game Pass where all their titles, all their back catalogs are on there, like why haven't they done anything like that just yet? Like I've never played any of the Ratchet and Clank games or the Jak and Daxter. When's the last time we had any of those games?
Those are good.
So like if they had a Game Pass type of thing on the PlayStation to where we can get access to all those libraries for all those games that they have in the back catalog, I think that would be a definitely direct competitor to Game Pass. But it doesn't seem like Sony wants to do anything like that. So I'm like, well, I mean, I understand their logic of, hey, it loses money because you release a $50 game, quote unquote, and instead of getting people going out there and paying the full $50, $60, they already get it day one on their Game Pass, their Play Pass, which there you go. You can have that for free, PlayStation Play Pass.
PlayStation Play Pass?
Yeah,
not
exactly.
Bad. Not bad. JLab says that Sony announced 2019 they acquired Insomniac.
Well,
so they have them, which is smart.
Yeah.
Very smart to secure those companies for your system.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. I think that's what this is going to be. This is going to be the era of who can we buy?
Is it just developers or big gaming companies are going to buy the developers?
Because you said it quite smartly. What was the company that if one of them buys would shift the tides in their favor a lot?
Oh, shit! You can go anywhere from Naughty Dog. That's huge.
But what was the big one that makes
Santa Monica makes God of War?
No, even bigger than that. They make the same game every year, sir.
You said it on
EA.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Anybody buys EA
to Sony? Yeah. If any company buys EA, they've won the war.
Yeah.
Because we looked it up last week, and it was $22 billion.
Yeah,
and I was shortchanging. I said 8 or 10 or something like that.
You were like,
it was 22.
Because you were like, why don't they just spend $3 more billion and they can just buy EA? But then we looked up how much EA's worth, and
and it was
nah.
Had some more numbers.
EA's got Star Wars on their hand. They got the Madden on their hand. They got FIFA on their hand. They are a gigantic. I wouldn't be. I mean, they don't have enough on their own to be like a gaming service of their own, because they only make those certain games. But them partnering with Xbox already to put all that stuff on their Game Pass.
They're such a huge juggernaut in the industry. It's kind of hard to either put them out of business or like buy them up because they're worth a lot.
Yeah.
Let me see how much Activision is worth.
That's another one.
Activision is another heavy hitter.
It's Blizzard Activision, though, isn't it?
I think Blizzard's part of Activision.
Because it's like, if they're the same, that might be too expensive.
Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, that might be too much money, too. Because you got World of Warcraft. You got, who is two?
Is Activision, if it's the parent company, they're above just
Parent,
the
yes.
regular.
Is your
Right?
parent?
Okay.
Yes, is a parent above you?
So let's see.
It's like, no, I am above my
So,
parent.
it'd be that way in some families.
Terrible.
I'm not saying it's right, but it's true.
You're looking up how much they're worth?
Total act. Yeah.
I think they're, I'm not sure.
It just says total equity, total assets. Total assets is 19.8 billion. So they're close to EA.
Okay.
That's a lot of net worth.
Yeah, that'd be another big company to pick up, though. It'd be another company to pick up.
No, huge.
Diablo, Call of Duty, Fitz is.
World of Warcraft. Like if you picked up one of these, it could shift. It could shift the tides. I think EA would probably is the bigger one to do it because those sports games, as much as we all hate them, that they come out every year and they're the same.
They make money,
and we bash them. They make money.
They make
tons
a ton
of
money. Yeah,
and it's just that your company is going to keep thriving off of 4 titles basically, and that's Madden, fucking FIFA, Sims, and you can throw out Star Wars anytime you want and it'll fucking sell.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be ridiculous, though. I think I don't know if they're going to, if any more companies are going to get purchased up really quick, but clearly Microsoft is trying to make some moves. So
I know they definitely, and they have the backing, but that's what scares me because so does Jeff Bezos, and if he wanted to, he can probably buy all of these on the weekend and be like, all right, now Luna's the main thing, shut everything down, and that's how crazy that is.
So do you like the way things are going, or do you not want the exclusivity for each company?
I like it kind of Wild West style. I'm not gonna lie. I like the third party gaming industry because third parties kind of help make or break systems too. And if you're just scooping them all up, I feel like something would be lost in the transition. Like, okay, so for example, No Man's Sky, right? Game looked phenomenal. I mean, it looked like it was on the right track. Then you got deep pocket Sony that came in, scooped them up, and
made the game suck.
Made the game have the problems arose.
They rushed it,
and it got rushed, and it wasn't nurtured and watered like the beautiful flower it could have been. It was kind of just like, oh, fuck it, send it down the line. We got to ship these out. It was flowers.com or whatever bullshit. I don't know. I feel like third-party studios, they drop a lot of hidden gems and good stuff. And it's tougher for the developers because, I mean, the money's not always there and they have to work harder, I think.
And if these big companies buy them up, then they don't have to worry about getting that funding.
I don't know. I'm just like, I'm not opposed to it, but I'm worried that something in the transition will get lost. And because then they got to deal with corporate. You know what I mean? Like, once you start dealing with corporations, you're playing by their rules. And there's nothing you can do because they are your goddamn masters. And next thing you know, you're getting branded.
Terrible.
And you know what I mean? So watch The Vow on HBO Max.
Yeah.
That's my plug. Fucked up shit.
It is very terrible. It's a good docuseries, though, everybody. What's next on there? We got Microsoft dropping how much it's going to cost for you to upgrade, quote unquote, your Xbox Series S with more memory. $220. We're just going to get to it. 1 terabyte Seagate proprietary memory card is what I'm going to call it. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, no, that's a memory card.
Just a memory card for $220. Now, I looked this up on Amazon real fast, real quick Googleable search. A Seagate brand hard drive, external hard drive for 1 terabyte, I found for $45 on Amazon. So why in the world would Microsoft be like, hey, let's charge $220 for this item?
Proprietary. You said it. You have to use what they're giving you.
That's the
corporations. I just said it. They're your masters. You're getting branded next to your vagina, Aaron.
Terrible.
That's what's happening.
So this coming in from Engadget, it says, ever since Microsoft announced the details of that Velocity Drive storage architecture and on the new Xbox Series family, we knew it wouldn't be cheap to add some extra storage to the new console. Now on Twitter, Deal Hunter Wario64 points out a Best Buy listing of Seagate 1 terabyte expansion SSD confirming earlier leaks of $220 price tag. While that compares well to a speedy SSD that's used PCI, whatever all that means, and usually costs around $200, is worth considering whether buying the $499 Xbox Series X or the $299 Series S. I mean, it doesn't change it for me. It doesn't change. According to Microsoft, while you can play other games and store newer ones on USB connected drives, new generation games have to be installed on either the internal SSD or one of the officially licensed add-on so they can maintain performance while playing. If you're buying a PS5, Sony's Mark Cerny said in March that it will support certified M.2 NVMe SSDs that you can install internally with a list of compatible hardware releases as a bit past the system launch. So it sounds like they're going to have other things that you can plug into. It's going to be specifically Microsoft type of things, type of external hard drives that you can install your games on, is what it sounds like.
So you have to, if you want to save the next Halo that's 200 gigs onto your system, you have to use their hard drives.
You have to use their type of hard drive, yes. But if you want to save the game file for that 200 gig Halo game, you can use a thumbstick if you want to. Yes, just the same.
But if you want to save the game, okay.
I'm still on the same thing.
It sounds like they're limiting the amount of space that they're allowing you to have on your systems.
What it sounds like, Steven, is like they're going to start pushing you in a direction of streaming video games where nothing is saved on your hard drive. Because here's the thing about this.
But that's not technically true because
Applejack. Well, because here's the thing. Applejack just said in chat. He said, "I guess we're not getting cloud-based storage." So if they're not offering you cloud-based storage to save your games,
is that what xCloud is?
I don't know what xCloud is, to tell you the truth.
Nobody knows what the cloud is. never able to figure out what the cloud is. Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
It probably is. xCloud is that's the Xbox gaming thing. I don't know where Squiggles got that from. I literally just Googled it. I don't know why I didn't do it before. xCloud is the working title for Xbox's cloud gaming service. So, but I'm talking about like being able to save your stuff on a hard drive. So
you'll still probably save it on your hard drives in your PC or your phone or whatever thing you're using. But that, to me, that sounds dumb because if xCloud's not going to let you have like cross-saved files to go between your phone, your PC, and other stuff, why would I use this service? You know what I mean? Like your saves would have to be connected. And that's probably what the cloud is. And I'm literally probably running in circles, but I don't know what the cloud is.
So
it's a myth.
If that was, or if they don't have the hard drive space inside the box or the SSD, and they're not letting you save games onto the cloud, I think their plan for the future is to literally have you into the streaming service. That's what I think that is. So the xCloud, which we looked up, was the beta title for it. So Squiggles was correct and wrong at the same time. We'll give you a passing grade of 70%. There you go. JLap says from the Xbox website, Project xCloud preview, play Xbox favorite on your mobile phone, tablet, directly from the cloud with Project xCloud preview. Karong, West Nile says. Yes. So that's sort of, he says he was Karong. But so I think this is what it is, though.
But is it cross save? Like, am I going to be able to pick up and play Fallout on my phone and then stop where I'm playing, go pick it up on my PC at the same spot?
Yeah, that's the idea. That's literally the idea.
Okay, so then
yeah,
all right.
That's
the idea.
And they're not putting it on their consoles. So think about that. If they're not giving it to you, you know, or pushing it on their console, and they're not giving you hard drive space and stuff like that, I think they're going to eventually make a system that has no disk drive, that has a small hard drive, and that'll be the standard because they want you to stream. And they're going to, and it may be in the next 3 console lives, it may be in the next 2, because, you know, everybody's internet is getting a little faster each year that we keep going.
Is it, though?
That's why I said 2. Because how many? If a console life is how long? 5, maybe 5 years. It's supposed to be 10.
Yeah,
should be 10.
It should be 10.
If a console life is, if we'll say minimum of 5, maximum of 10, that's still, and I said 2 generations. That's still at least 10 years to 20 years to get that internet up. I think we'll get there in 10 to 20 years, sir.
We'll see. With the technology getting up there, though, those prices are getting up.
I mean, hey.
So they're going to be charging you, instead of, what are you paying? Like, you know, let's just say $80 to $100 for your internet at a gig speed, whatever, right? Now you're probably going to need fucking 2 gigs in 5 years or 10 years. And that shit's going to be double the price for double the speed.
I don't know how the prices of internet's going from here to now on.
It's the same shit. Fucking the Xbox Game Pass stuff, they doubled their prices because they have higher quality things. The more the quality gets better, the more expensive shit gets.
I couldn't tell you how.
Buyers and sellers, Aaron. Pimps and hoes.
I can't tell you the price trajectory of internet. So
Lewis Black from Accepted. That's hilarious.
Terrible. I can't tell you how it's gonna go with that. All I can glean is how it's going to look when it comes to video games and how they're going to distribute video games. Because they don't want, I'm telling you, for sure, it's going discless. Because they don't want to lose money by putting it on Blu-rays anymore. They don't want to lose that money anymore.
And they don't want to lose money on consoles anymore.
Exactly.
So they're shifting everybody to PC game. But what does this do to PC gaming now that they're doing all these programs and stuff? Because PC, Steam is top dog. Steam has always been top dog running the show since it got invented.
Yeah, but they're doing digital distribution, so they're already ahead of the game.
So now, it's going to shift. So PC gaming is going to shift into something completely different that they might not like, because PC gamers don't like console gamers.
But I don't think it'll affect the PC. I don't think it's affecting the PC.
There's a war brewing there, and pick a side.
They're not affecting the PC. The PC will be fine, because the PC has always been fine through all these consoles.
But you're changing it now, because with channel packaging deals, right? They're going to start making stuff exclusives. Right? So now if they do that, if they start making, you can only get fucking Activision games through whatever Activision pass. But now people can't play certain I was going to say like Call of Duty. I don't know if there's a Call of Duty scene on the PC. Kind of just spitballing here. Mm-hmm. But you're going to get that type of shit. You're going to get those games that are PC oriented games, and now they're going to have to go through these random parties. So people that play, like, who knows? What if League of Legends get bought out by something? They probably already been bought out by something.
Nah, the Riot makes a lot of toxic money, man.
When something gets infected, that shit spreads.
I think
digital downloads was a thing, and people were like, nah, man, physical copies is where it's at. And then slowly but surely, now we're seeing more digital.
The digital is definitely the future.
Bring back cartridges, goddammit.
I don't know what the heck Nintendo's doing.
I want to start my game by going.
Yeah, no. You're
going into it.
You guys are living in the past still. Just get.
I don't want to live in a world with mechs, Aaron.
You guys are living in the past. Let's get up to the future. Speaking of the future, everybody, No Man's Sky, everybody, just keeps on keeping on. With their latest update that they put out there called No Man's Sky's Origin, it adds a ton of new things to this video game. Now, I don't know if it's enough to bring me back. I put it on my computer just to see, just to kind of see what it was. Basically, they have some updated graphics, but other key things on there is new planets, binary and ternary stars. So you have a universe that could have 2 stars in it, twin suns, some might call it. You know, if anybody's a Star Wars fan. Did you not get that, Steven?
I was typing, but then you said Twin Suns. My mind automatically went to Metal Gear.
Wow.
Twin Snakes, and then they're trying to reboot that.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Was it render or whatever bullshit remake? I don't know.
They added sandworms or big planetary worms in this one. You can now upgrade your weapons, any weapon that you have, to make it whatever you kind of want when it comes to features, like more slots and stuff like that.
I love slots.
They added new alien fauna, but they didn't say flora. So I don't know if they did that. They added clouds to the game and different weather varieties, which is pretty interesting.
Oh, more things to kill you.
Pretty much, yeah, man. It's a universe out there. It's supposed to.
Oh, man.
It's supposed to.
Every 2 seconds, I have to get in my ship because a storm's coming in, and it's electrifying.
Wow. Thank you, Greece.
Wow.
They added,
sweaty.
They added swamps and marshes to the game, increasing different color palettes across it, so it gives it a new look across the whole game. They added some new features to photo mode, which I know Rachel will be excited for. They have colossal archive buildings, so now they actually added different buildings around that will randomly generate during your explorations, of course, on different planets.
That's cool.
They have different places like libraries that you can go and read more deeper into the lore of the actual game.
There's lore?
Yes, there's infestations now, apparently.
Well, that was the ship, right? The ship DLC?
I think that was the precursor. Yeah, that was the precursor to it now. Now this is on planets and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
gross.
they're kind of leading you in a different ways and stuff like that. They have
we're going to the symbiote planet? Is that what's happening?
I don't know. I'm
gonna meet Venom.
I'm gonna get it back. I'm gonna get back into it just to see. They added volcanoes, firestorms, which is gonna be interesting. I don't know. And you know what was crazy?
It looks like a good update for sure, though.
Like tornadoes are now in the game, different, weather effects like that. The thing that was interesting is the game developer, Sean Murray, said this is just another step towards, the greater goal of what we're trying to do. And I'm like, what more are you trying to do? Like, you're adding a bunch of crap here.
So we want you to live in space.
So
while playing No Man's Sky.
Other things they added on there, gravitational anomalies. So like you can walk in and all of a sudden the gravity just gets lighter somewhere.
Shifts.
They added meteors. So now meteors can hit planets and potentially you. Lightning strikes, of course, comes with the weather.
It's electrifying, I told you.
Planetary encounters. So now there's more NPCs on planets that you can pick up missions from and stuff like that. In your mind, what are you thinking this could all be leading up to? This is a massive update for this game.
Yes. It's definitely a massive update. What it's leading to.
Oh, sorry. They also added robots and insects as like actual creatures on the planet. So what's that game on PlayStation where all the creatures are robots?
Yeah, Horizon.
Yeah. So now you can come across a planet where you see like Horizon Zero Dawn creatures.
Robots.
Yeah. Rare uncharted planets now home synthetic creatures wandering across the terrain.
I do like, and this is kind of I do like that they just take any cool idea that they've seen in other things and just like, let's throw this in. Sandworm.
Yeah.
Throw Dune in here. All right, let's go ahead and take Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's throw that in here.
Yeah.
I fucking love Starship Troopers. Let's get some bugs in here, bro.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
I mean,
Thor just came out. Let's get some lightning, some thunder.
The only things that I think they need to add left is multi-man ships, and then galaxy traversal, like in between galaxies. That's the only thing that I kind of don't like that they don't have, to where I can go off in a direction for one long period of time and then eventually hit a planet. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to star jump to stuff, which is interesting. So, you know.
Yeah. It's
so
they just need to keep refining what they have. I think give me some more, like some better mechanics, some easier way to do things, and just tighten it up. I think like they're thinking really like big picture. When I think they need to make a tighter game first with some of their mechanics.
Well, they also did change some of the user interface as well,
which is great. So we'll see when this update comes out, when it launches.
It's already out.
Like what is it?
Yeah, it's already out.
Fucking shows what I know.
It's already out.
Well, when I play it and then find out what they actually changed, because it's kind of tough to get into when you first start out. A lot of confusing shit. So if they simplified it for the average player who doesn't get frustrated with that shit, that'd be better. It might actually be the game that they were trying to get to before big pockets corporations came in.
And so I'm going to go back because while you said that actually brings up what I was trying to get to with JLab. JLab said weren't sandworms in the preview from before launch, and yeah, they were.
They were, yeah, because Doom was the thing for like 30 years.
And I think they left it out because the big corporation, when Sony came in and was like, "Hey, we bought your company, we like your game, we need this game out now, though." And when I
think they just couldn't release certain stuff either because they had that big flood.
They did. They lost some things. Yeah, they lost some things.
A lot of Sony fucking shit, and they're just like, just get the space travel out, and that's all we need.
I think they need multi-man ships. I think they need fully customizable ships to where I can customize the ship any way I want. I think they need quote unquote hub worlds where there's like a city world where I can go there and it's got a ton of different buildings, different cities that I can explore, as opposed to like just random, places that I can find. Like this is just like an actual evolved planet.
Let me make a pirate fleet or a bounty hunting fleet.
Yeah, like
just something like, because they have bounty hunting in there already. Let me just start crewing up with some people that I know. And start fucking robbing freighters or whatever. That's what they need to do, is make the goddamn combat better, because the combat in there sucks.
They definitely do. West Nile said it right. Sky of Thieves. Yes, they need more of a community in game as opposed to It's too isolated. Yeah,
they need to work on grouping things together. Grouping the people together, giving that player with other players contact, so we're not alone anymore.
Yeah,
we're already isolated from the world. Let us be together, god damn it.
But they are definitely expanding this universe. They have definitely fleshed it out more than I thought they would. The quick overview of it says Update 3.0 Origins dramatically expands the universe of No Man's Skies, explores stranger, richer, and more varied universes with deeper planetary diversity, dramatic new terrain, a host of new creatures, new weather conditions, colossal buildings, and much more. So I think they're on the right path. I don't know how long this is going to last, for this game.
They've been doing it for 4 years?
And
when this game come out, and it had a really rough couple of starting years.
It definitely had some rough starting years. But I think as of now, it looks good. And it's what's interesting is whenever I go to YouTube videos and watch YouTubers that play this game, I'm always looking at their corner to see how much money they have, and they're all at like 200 million and stuff. I'm like, geez, I just got $1 million in the game. What the heck? Like, how are they? You're playing this game for a long time, so that's ridiculous. But anyway, if you haven't played No Man's Sky and you have the Xbox and Game Pass, definitely check it out there. It's on everything now, minus the
Yeah.
Switch. So
And your cell phones.
and you can play it with other people on any different console. So there you go.
Hey,
Yeah, there you
crossplay.
go.
It's the way of the future.
And the final thing we have to talk about tonight, everybody, is Nicholas J. Fury. I don't know if that's his middle name. His Marvel Disney Plus series is in development with Sam Jackson, everybody. He is getting his own Nick Fury show, which is going to be, I don't know, is it going to be any good? I mean,
hell yeah.
I love Sam Jackson.
Honestly, some of the best parts to me in Winter Soldier was when Sam Jackson was in that SUV.
Okay.
I love that scene because he's just like he knows what's up and he's like calculated and it's good. And then when you see him as a rookie in Captain Marvel, it was great. He did a good job. I mean, so I want to see what they do with this show.
So Variety is the one to report on it, and they said it's highly likely that Nick Fury's show will indeed go to series, joining the ranks of WandaVision, Loki, Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, Hawkeye, Falcon, and Winter Soldier. Jackson previously made a cameo on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That was like first season. I don't even know what the heck they're... while there's no words on the plot or details of Nick Fury's series or when exactly during the Spy Master's long career it will be set, it seems possible that it will explore Nick Fury's work alongside the Skrulls that was teased in the end of Spider-Man Far From Home. Ooh. Could it be a series where they start up SWORD?
You know what? I would be down for that.
Who else?
I don't know. Sword's a big deal, right? Would you want to start that in a show that's not, I guess technically not everybody can have access to right away? You know what I mean?
I mean, they're doing that with the WandaVision, right? Because that's supposed to lead up into the mouth of madness, the mind of madness, or whatever. For Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah, but see, I wonder if it's going to be like you have to watch this to understand how they got here.
That's what WandaVision is.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
You got to watch that to go into the Doctor Strange one. Because that's going to be, that's direct tie-in. So I've heard, and I can't remember where I heard or read, but that is the plan. You want to see these, these universes are connected. We're going to show you how they're connected. Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. felt like it was out there on its own little life raft by itself.
They tried, man.
Yeah, they tried
They tried, and it was just like whoever was running it, and Marvel was just like, nah, it's not where we wanted to go.
They try to get the love of Big Daddy, and
he
was like, nah.
Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
I don't even remember the Sam Jackson cameo. It was probably during the first episode, but I don't remember it happening.
And then the Netflix too, as good as the Netflix ones were, did they really tie into any of the movies like directly?
No, but they use the movies.
They use the events of the movies.
To influence the.
But they
except
never
for the snap.
They didn't do anything with the snap. That's
they
one.
Didn't do anything with the snap.
They always refer to the event that happened, which was just the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Or the incident or whatever they kept calling it or whatever. But like every other show outside was on their own. Cloak and Dagger on its own. Runaways on its own.
Well, now that Marvel's in talks with some of the actors from these other shows, I don't know if we ever reported on that.
Well, yeah, that's all still rumor and speculation, though.
But there's multiple sources.
Yes.
Saying that old Charlie Cox there is in talks for Mr. Daredevil.
And he can still do it.
And he could. All of them could come back. And I would absolutely love it. And then in Marvel's hands with their full attention, putting them, even if I think they'll do it to Disney Plus. I think it may be different, but
I'd watch it.
doubt that it wouldn't be good.
Applejack's even in chat. Hellstorm is on its own. Yeah, that one.
Did you watch the trailer? Because I thought I sent it to you guys.
You did. I didn't get to watch it though. I watched the first one. Is it a different one?
It looks. I don't know. It was the first trailer I seen.
Okay,
so
I've seen
I don't
the
know.
trailer before. The first trailer didn't make too much sense to me because I don't know anything about what's his name, Jason Damon Hellstorm. I don't know what his name is. I can't remember.
I don't know. This is talking about a family.
Yeah, it's him and his sister.
Hellstrom. So I don't know anything about it, but I was like, this actually looks pretty good, and I'm pissed off that now they didn't go through with fucking Ghost Rider.
Exactly.
Because Ghost Rider was legitness.
Ghost Rider needed his own show, and that was a big miss. They
wouldn't let him ghost ride that whip.
Terrible.
And it's sad.
The only thing I can see the reason why them holding it back is because they want it to be connected with the MCU. So maybe they have to wait for the right moment to interject it into everything.
To give it to the world.
Yeah. And who knows? You know, who knows when we'll get that. So I don't know.
They're going to relaunch it with Nicolas Cage again, reprising his role.
He should stay as far away from it.
That's terrible.
Stay as far away
from
it.
I'm going to burn the Declaration of Independence.
That's terrible. But that's it. That's all we got, everybody. What do we got plugging? We got anything? We're going to be working on a secret project tomorrow. That will be knocking out hopefully 2 episodes of that.
Hopefully. We'll see.
And then we'll be... I'm still working on the comic book podcast thing. I have some actually cool ideas for that. It might be a double tandem thing where you might get a podcast and a video alongside of it, which will be interesting to see that thing flesh out.
Mystery at Salem Academy is taking a break this week. Going every other week.
Every other Saturday for mystery. So that'll be good. And depending on how that one goes, because I've saved everything, I could put that out in podcast form too. Just in case if anybody wants to listen to that, I can group that all together. I don't know. We got a lot of projects in the work, everybody. So if for anything that's before you log off, you can Google us at Before You Log Off. We got the Twitch, of course, which is twitch.tv/Before You Log Off. If you're listening to the podcast and you haven't joined us live, which makes no sense, you should be out there. We're on YouTube. You can just look at BYLO Network. You can check us out there. We're on Twitter Before You Log Off. You can check, like I said, Before You Log Off. That's
right now, Spotify is giving us a little bit of problems, so we have to
hopefully
upload our thing.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be back up there this upcoming week. I don't know what happened with Spotify, but I mean, you can find us any other place. If you're listening to us now, you clearly found us. So
yeah, we will be back up there though, hopefully within the next couple of days, because we've already been reaccepted into Spotify's podcasting stuff. So give us a follow on there when it pops up.
Yeah, definitely. Give us a follow, review if you have, or if you can. You know, we like to hear back from you guys and stuff like that.
Yeah, so, and apparently Rachel is missing. So
if you see her out there, black bag over the head, line, throw her into a van, and bring her back.
Call the hotline. We miss her. You know what I mean?
So, anything you want to say before we log off here, Steven?
Nah, let's get the hell out of here.
All right, then. So, for the internationally known Steven Gutierrez, I am Sir Aaron Carter saying that's enough internet for today. Peace. So he's going to snipe both of us.
Yep, I'm waiting for it.
All right. And so now we're in the after show. What do you want to do? We can, you want to see if we